Hello students, once again good morning. This is my video number 2 on the Tiger King. So let's go ahead with part number 2. The text you can see is before you and you can open your own textbook also. Before we proceed, I want to remind you again, read the textbook again and again very thoroughly before watching the video, then only you can enjoy and actually understand everything. Well, so now the story proceeds from here. Part number 2. Crown Prince Jung Bahadur grew taller and stronger day by day. So we discussed one incident already when Jilani Jung Bahadur, the Tiger King, when he was 10 days old. And now this event had gone and now the Tiger King Jung Bahadur grew stronger and taller day by day. No other miracle actually took place, marked his childhood days from event that all has been already described. Now I'm coming to a very important point in the story. Please see this. This is a very beautiful example of satire here. See this one. The boy drank the milk of an English cow. Was brought up by an English nanny, tutored in English by an Englishman, saw nothing but English films, exactly as the crown princes of all the other Indian states did. This line, this is very important one, right? I hope you have noticed this one. See this one up to this point. To this point, okay. See, this is a very important satire on the practices going on in the royal families during the British period. We have already, while giving you the introduction, we discussed how these kings were, but what kind of habits, what were their likes and dislikes actually. I want to tell you one very important thing. Why this satire has been given to us by Kalki is that in those days, particularly in the royal families, they used to be proud following the British customs. English or any other British style of education was considered to be greater, higher and superior. The English food, the British food, British way of dressing, the British lifestyle, it was something very common in the royal families in those days, and following all these customs, all these traditions, all these trends, these royal families, these kings and queens and princes, they considered themselves to be superior, far better than other Indians. Means following the British customs, eating British food, British dresses and everything, that was considered to be royal, of great standard and something. In a way, it is still going on in our country. If somebody speaks very good English, or if somebody follows the Western ideologies, Western style, and such people consider themselves to be superior than other ordinary Indians. So, but during the British time, this was something very common, and Kalki has presented a beautiful satire on this practice, this trend of Indian royal families of kings and queens. See once again this one. How this is a very good example to understand satire. व्यंग्य क्या होता है इस बात को समझने के लिए बहुत अच्छा example है. See this one. The boy drank the milk of an English cow. दूध पीने के लिए भी English cow थी. Indian cows were considered to be inferior, है ना. देशी गायों का दूध पीता तो बच्चा शायद कमजोर होता. This is satire. The boy was brought up by an English nanny, governess. आया जो थी उसकी वो Indian आया नहीं थी. She was imported from the Great Britain. Only English nanny, English governess, right? English babysitter kind of a woman. वो उसको देखभाल कर रही थी, taking care. ठीक, see आप देखिए इसको, standard देखिए. Tutored in English by an Englishman. Indians were not trusted, right, to be able to teach him everything that was required for this royal prince. English teacher was brought, and the boy saw nothing but English films. English आनी चाहिए थी ना. He should be very well versed into the English culture. So it was made a point that the boy watched only English movies, never Indian movie. Indian movies देखने का काम नहीं था, right? Indian हो जाएगा ना. So this is a beautiful satire, right? And this highlights the folly, the baselessness, the meaninglessness of following the British culture, tradition, languages, food habits and everything in those days. But in those days it was considered to be very grand, very high standard of. Well, so when he came of age of 20, the state which had been with the court of wards until then came into his hands. Court of wards actually उसमें British लोग होते थे, and जहाँ पर minor king होता था, right, in those days, this court of wards, they used to look after the state. So this state was being looked after by the court of wards. When the king turned 20, he became a full-fledged king now. अब वो राजा बना. Everyone in the kingdom remembered the astrologer's prediction. वो जो 10-day old था उस समय जो astrologer ने prediction किया था, I hope you remember, it was that कि the death of the king come from a tiger. Everybody remembered, right? So slowly this news came to the Maharaja's ears. अभी उसको पता नहीं था, वो भूल गया इस बात को. तो see that one, what happened? What did Maharaja decide to do? There were innumerable forests in the Pratibandhapuram state. They had tigers in them. आप समझ गए होंगे महाराजा क्या करने वाला? Yes, you are right. Maharaja has decided कि okay, the prediction is that my death will come from the tigers. Okay, I will kill the tigers. Now see another very important satire coming. What is Maharaja's logic? Why he should start killing the tigers? See, what did Maharaja say? How did he justify his decision of killing the tigers? कैसे? क्या कहा? You may kill even a cow in self-defense. So there could certainly be no objection in killing tigers in self-defense. Very interesting. So this is a satire as well as this is a very good example of irony. I hope you have understood this point. King ka logic देखिए. You may kill even a cow in self-defense. In Hindus, the cow is considered to be a holy animal. Hindus worship the cow. They would never kill it. Even actually killing a cow would be a sin. वो पाप माना जाता है. लेकिन suppose a cow attacks, आपको cow मारने पर उतारू हो जाए, तो क्या करेंगे? You are allowed to kill the cow. Why? Because it was a question of your self-defense. तो ठीक है, इस तरह की सिचुएशन में even killing the cow is justified. तो महाराजा ने कहा कि भाई it's a question of my self-defense. My death is supposed to come from a tiger. तो जब हम सेल्फ डिफेंस के मामले में हम काऊ को, जिसको मारना पाप है, उसको भी मार सकते हैं, तो certainly there should not be any objection in killing the tigers. अब now try to understand how is this irony. आप इस चीज को समझिए. Now the question is it really a question of महाराजा सेल्फ डिफेंस? क्या टाइगर जंगल से निकल करके महाराजा पर अटैक करने आ रहे थे तो उसका सेल्फ डिफेंस का क्वेश्चन खड़ा हो गया था? आंसर इज नो. It is not at all a question of self-defense of Maharaja. Maharaja is simply using this cow logic as an excuse to kill the tigers. He only has the intention to fulfill his selfish motive. अपनी जान बचाने के लिए बस केवल किसी तरह से. टाइगर तो बेचारा, उसे पता भी नहीं है कि इस राजा की जो डेथ है उससे होने वाली है. तो दिस इज आयरनी. वेरी ब्यूटीफुल एग्जाम्पल ऑफ सेटायर ऑल्सो. इसको देखिए, दोनों का बहुत अच्छा एग्जाम्पल है. इसको आप ध्यान रखना, इस पर क्वेश्चन आते हैं. सो दिस इज हाउ महाराजा जस्टिफाइड हिज डिसीजन एंड महाराजा स्टार्टेड आउट ऑन अ टाइगर हंट. महाराजा वाज थ्रिल्ड बियॉन्ड मेजर व्हेन ही किल्ड द फर्स्ट टाइगर. पहला टाइगर मारा, महाराजा बहुत खुश था. उसको लगा कि टाइगर मारना क्या रखा है इसमें, ऐसे मैं कहीं मार सकता हूँ. he called the state astrologer who had made the prediction कि the death of the king, the tiger king, will come from a tiger, and he showed him the dead body, the carcass of the tiger, dead beast. What do you say now? He demanded. महाराजा ने देखा कि लो मैंने टाइगर मार डाला, क्या कहते हैं आप? स्टेट एस्ट्रोलॉजर बहुत पोलाइट था, इसे योर मेजेस्टी. अब देखिए एस्ट्रोलॉजिकल प्रेडिक्शन कैसे होते हैं, वो आपकी कन्वीनियंस से चलते हैं, वो सच नहीं होते, दे आर नेवर ट्रू. दे विल मॉडिफाई देयर प्रेडिक्शंस अकॉर्डिंग टू योर कन्वीनियंस एंड एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स कन्वीनियंस. वो ऐसे जस्टिफाई करते हैं उसको. क्या कहा एस्ट्रोलॉजर ने? योर मेजेस्टी may kill the 99 tigers in exactly the same manner. देखिए ये पहले नहीं बताया था कि you may kill 99 tigers in this way. Astrologer drawled. इसके बाद he bit his lips, he stopped. What? Speak without fear. हाँ तो क्या होगा? महाराजा बोला. But you must be very very careful with the 100th tiger. Indirectly, the astrologer wants to say that you may be able to kill the 99 tigers without any real problem, but you may not be able to kill the 100th tiger. Indirectly, astrologer wants to say that 100th tiger will kill you, Maharaja. Maharaja ने क्या कहा? What if the 100th tiger were also killed? Suppose I kill the 100th tiger also, then I will tear up all my books on astrology, set fire to them, and I shall cut off my tuft, crop my hair short, and become an insurance agent. The astrologer finished on an incoherent note. Incoherent मतलब the note of disagreement. थोड़ा सा उसको ये चैलेंज नजर आया महाराजा की. मतलब मेरी आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं महाराजा? मेरी प्रेडिक्शन झूठ होगी क्या? Whatever I have said will be true. Your death will certainly come from the 100th tiger. If that does not happen, suppose you are able to kill even the 100th tiger, then Maharaja Sahib, I will tear up my books on astrology. इनको फाड़ दूंगा. Set them on fire. Cut off my tuft. चोटी जो रखते हैं. I will cut that off. Crop. I will cut my hair very very short. Crop them very short. And give up this astrology business and everything. And I will become an insurance agent. I will start a new job. Insurance agent बन जाऊंगा. Indirectly, the astrologer wants to say कि whatever prediction have I made will be true. ये होके ही रहेगा. महाराजा also accepted the challenge. दोनों ने अपने अपने चैलेंज ले लिए. महाराजा ने भी सोच लिया कि okay, if this is the case, I will kill 100 tigers. First already killed. Now with this, I come to part number 3 here of the story. From that day onwards, see, this is a very very important line coming. Question comes from this one. Remember, from that day onwards, it was celebration time for all the tigers inhabiting Pratibandhapuram. So beautiful example of irony. See this one. I hope you must be puzzled. Maharaja has decided to kill the tigers. और यहाँ पर आपको बताया जा रहा, from that day onwards, it was a celebration time for all the tigers. Now the question arises, आपके दिमाग में आ भी रहा होगा, should it be a celebration time? Or should it be a mourning time for the tigers? They should be happy or they should become sad. महाराजा ने उन्हें मारने का इरादा कर लिया है. But यहाँ पर clearly लिखो, it was a celebration time for all the tigers inhabiting Pratibandhapuram. क्यों? Let's try. Answer comes in the next paragraph. It's a beautiful example of irony. The state, irony and satire as well, always remember. The state banned tiger hunting by anyone except the Maharaja. महाराजा ने ऑर्डर निकाल दिया. Nobody in the state will now kill the tigers. Only Maharaja will kill. A proclamation was made. Proclamation means announcement, public announcement वहाँ करवा दिया गया. क्या public announcement था? Was issued to the effect that if anyone dared to fling so much as a stone at a tiger, even if somebody fling means to throw, even if somebody dared even to throw a stone at the tiger, मारना तो दूर की बात है, पत्थर भी टाइगर की ओर फेंक दिया किसी ने महाराजा के अलावा, तो क्या होगा? All his wealth and property would be confiscated. Confiscated means it would be seized by the state. जब्त हो जाएगी. ये महाराजा ने अनाउंसमेंट करवा दिया. चलिए वापस चलते हैं. From that day onwards, it was a celebration time for all the tigers. I hope you understood why the tigers are happy. Actually, writer does not mean what he has said. He has said it was a celebration time. Indirectly, the writer wants to say it was a very very miserable time for the tigers. क्यों? किस तरह से? The condition of the tigers was so terrible at that time. Everybody would kill them. Everybody would go. कोई किसी को भी, ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर, किंग्स, प्रिंसेस, कॉमन पीपल ऑल्सो, जो जाता टाइगर को मार डालता था. इतने टाइगर्स थे, या कहना चाहिए कि their condition was so poor, कोई भी मार सकता था. When Maharaja decided कि only and only Maharaja will now kill the tigers, no other person is allowed to kill the tigers. Tigers were very happy. Okay, चलो कम से कम एक ही आदमी हमें मारेगा. Indirectly, it highlights the miserable, the pitiable condition of the tigers. कितनी दयनीय थी उनकी स्थिति कि वो बेचारे अब इस बात से खुश हो गए कि चलो अब केवल महाराजा से ही मरेंगे, और लोग तो हमें नहीं मारेंगे ना कम से कम. This highlights the pitiable condition, very poor condition of the tiger population in those times. That is why this is an irony. Writer means something else, but he is saying exactly opposite to that one. So this is a very important question. Now we are coming to another very important question. See this one. The Maharaja vowed. Vow, शपथ. ठीक है, प्लेज ले ली महाराजा ने, कसम खा ली. What is that one? Maharaja vowed. See this one. Example of satire coming. एक बेहतरीन satire आने वाला है. स्टोरी सटायर, ह्यूमर और आयरनी से फुल है, और आपको मैं बता देना चाहता हूँ क्वेश्चन इन्हीं एग्जाम्पल्स पर आती हैं. देखें, व्हाट इज महाराजा's vow? He would attend to all other matters only after killing the 100 tigers. क्वेश्चन आता है, मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. What was महाराजा's vow and why is it satirical? महाराजा का vow क्या था? महाराजा का vow है कि he would attend to all other matters only after killing the 100 tigers. बच्चे कई बार लिखते हैं कि killing tigers was Maharaja's vow. No, Maharaja's vow was that कि my first goal, first intention, now and now only is to kill the tigers. I would not do any other thing. I will not attend any other important matters of state. I will attend them later after killing the 100 tigers. How is it a satire? Now tell me, what is the duty of a king? To serve the public? That's why we pay the taxes. Please apply this situation to today's political scenarios. In place of king, we have public representatives, MLAs, MPs, ministers, parshads, mayor, ये public representatives. What is their duty? Their duty is to serve the people. Their duty is to do the works of the welfare of the public. Are they doing? The answer is no, not honestly. They are corrupt. They are not actually, they're doing some baseless, meaningless things. Simply doing, right, simply earning for themselves, leading happy life, not actually, they have nothing to do actually. ना रोड बनवाना ढंग से, ना इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, कोई कुछ भी नहीं. This satire reminds us this situation of the country. महाराजा ने भी डिसाइड कर लिया, सारे मैटर स्टेट के पोस्टपोन केवल टाइगर हंटिंग के बाद होंगे. ऐसे ही हमारे लीडर्स करते हैं. अभी मूर्ति बनवाएंगे, दे विल इरेक्ट ए स्टैच्यू, ये करेंगे वो करेंगे, सारे फालतू काम. जो उनका प्राइम वर्क है, वॉट एवर इज देयर प्राइम वर्क, सर्विस टू द पीपल, वेलफेयर ऑफ द पीपल, पब्लिक, that is secondary for them. So this is how it is a very very beautiful satire by Kalki on that time picture when the kings ruled over the country, and also applicable today when we are led by democratically elected public representatives. They are the same. See, initially the king seemed well set to realize his ambition. शुरुआत में महाराजा की ambition बहुत बढ़िया चलती रही. He was one after another, he was able to kill tigers. अब मुश्किलें भी आई. Not that he faced no dangers. महाराजा को खतरे भी आए, कई बार जान की बाजी लगानी पड़ी. There were times when the bullet missed its mark. अब टाइगर के सामने आप खड़े हैं, you have a gun, you fire the bullet, और बुलेट यदि मिस हो जाए तो क्या करेंगे? कुछ नहीं करेंगे, अब तो जो करेगा तो टाइगर करेगा। वेल, सो ऐसा भी हुआ, बट महाराजा वॉज ब्रेव इनफ, करेजियस। क्या हुआ? टाइगर लेफ्ट अपॉन हिम एंड महाराजा fought the beast, fought the tiger with his bare hands. Unbelievable thing, right? This is a mockery, right? It's a satire on the king's bravery actually. खैर जैसे भी हो, महाराजा का जो टाइगर मिशन था वो सक्सेसफुल था। ईच टाइम कुछ भी होए, कितनी भी कंडीशन खराब हो महाराजा की, अल्टीमेटली it was each time it was the Maharaja who won. Fine. Let's go to the next page. See this one, what is happening here. At another time, now beautiful incident, story within story is coming. But before actually I continue, I would like to tell you one thing. I hope you remember theme number 2 of the story. You can recall it please, you can go back. Satire on wastage of public money by the rulers. How this story presents a beautiful example कि हमारे जो रूलर्स हैं, चाहे किंग्स के टाइम पे रहे हों चाहे आज, whatever the money in the form of taxes we give it, they actually do not spend it entirely on the public welfare, on developmental work. They spend it on their foolish things. They spend on their own luxuries. They spend on corruption. They spend on, you can say, fulfilling their selfish motives. ये इस पर वेस्ट करते हैं, और ये किंग भी अलग नहीं था इनसे, ये भी ऐसा ही करने वाला है। एक बार ऐसा होता है कि द किंग वॉज about to lose his throne, lose his kingdom. How this happened? See this one. A high-ranking British officer visited Pratibandhapuram. British officer, क्योंकि भाई British rulers ही actual rulers थे, ये king wing तो ऐसे puppet kings थे, उनका कोई काम नहीं था. They were only tax collectors. He was very fond of hunting tigers, and not only that, he was also very fond of taking a photograph with the tigers. आपने देखोगे पहले कि राजा महाराजा भी, ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर्स भी टाइगर को मारा, उसकी डेड बॉडी पे एक पैर रख के खड़े हो गए और गन को ऐसे ब्रांडिश करके इस तरह से खड़े हैं और अपना फोटो खिंचवाने के बड़े शौकीन थे। बड़े बड़े राजाओं के महलों में फोटो आज भी लगे हुए हैं, बेचारा टाइगर। खैर, सो ही वॉज ऑल्सो वेरी फॉन्ड ऑफ गेटिंग फोटोग्राफ्ड विद द टाइगर्स, डेड बॉडी ऑफ द टाइगर। ठीक है, एज यूजुअल ही wanted to hunt the tigers in Pratibandhapuram, right? He sent a message to Maharaja, I want to kill a few tigers in your state. But Maharaja had already banned the tiger hunting by anyone except the Maharaja only. Maharaja refused permission. Maharaja was firm on his decision. No one else would hunt the tigers, kill the tigers except Maharaja. Maharaja ने क्या कहा? देखिए, very funny situations are coming. महाराजा ने कहा, किस तरह से परमिशन रिफ्यूज की, वेरी पोलाइटली। क्या कह रहा है? सर, आई कैन ऑर्गेनाइज एनी अदर हंट, आप कुछ और मार लीजिए, जैसे कि यू मे गो ऑन अ बोर हंट, पिग, वाइल्ड पिग का हंट हम ऑर्गेनाइज आपके लिए कर देते हैं। यू मे कंडक्ट अ माउस हंट, वेरी फनी। आप माउस, इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू किल अ माउस बाय अ गन, आई होप यू नो इट। वी आर रेडी फॉर अ मॉस्किटो हंट, इवन मोर डिफिकल्ट थिंग। आप मॉस्किटो हंट कर लीजिए। मॉस्किटो ऐसे नहीं मारना है, रिवॉल्वर या गन से कर सकते हैं क्या? इम्पॉसिबल। तो हम सारी इम्पॉसिबल टाइप की हंट्स आपके लिए ऑर्गेनाइज कर सकते हैं, बट टाइगर हंट, नो सर, वी आर वेरी सॉरी, दैट्स इम्पॉसिबल। ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर को गुस्सा तो आया होगा, बट ओके, ही कम्स फॉरवर्ड विद अ मॉडिफाइड प्लान। उसने अपने प्लान को अमेंड कर दिया। ठीक है, आप हमें मारने नहीं देंगे, ओके, we have a different proposal. The British officer secretary sent word to the Maharaja through the Diwan. क्या कहा कि the दुरई ये तमिल लैंग्वेज का वर्ड है, एक रिस्पेक्टेबल टर्म होता है टैक्स कलेक्टर्स के लिए। उस समय एक दुरई जो होते थे, टैक्स कलेक्टिंग ऑफिसर्स उनके लिए होते थे। तो खैर ये दुरई वर्ड यहाँ पर ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर के लिए यूज हुआ है। तो क्या होगा? दुरई मीन्स द ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर हिमसेल्फ डिड नॉट वांट टू किल द टाइगर, द महाराजा वुड डू द एक्चुअल किंग। आप मार लीजिए महाराजा, आप मार लीजिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। वॉट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द दुरई, फॉर द ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर, वॉज अ फोटोग्राफ होल्डिंग द गन लाइक दिस एंड स्टैंडिंग ओवर द टाइगर्स कार्कस, टाइगर्स डेड बॉडी। इतना अलाउ कर दो केवल। बट द महाराजा वुड नॉट एग्री इवन टू दिस प्रपोजल। वेरी स्ट्रेंज, महाराजा ने भी अलाउ नहीं किया। क्यों? लॉजिक क्या दिया? इफ ही रिलेंटेड मीन्स इफ ही रिलैक्स्ड दिस नाउ, what would he do if other British officers turned up for tiger nets? और आएंगे, बार बार आएंगे, किस किस को रिलैक्स करेंगे? अब महाराजा प्रॉब्लम में आने वाला है। 2 प्रपोजल रिजेक्ट कर दिए बिकॉज द महाराजा he prevented a British officer from fulfilling his desire. The Maharaja stood in danger of losing his kingdom himself. महाराजा अपना किंगडम खोने की पोजीशन में आ गया क्योंकि ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर हटाएगा उसको, दे वर द रियल रूलर्स। महाराजा अंडरस्टूड, महाराजा सेंस्ड द थ्रेट, डेंजर समझ में आ गया, दीवान ने समझा दिया उसको। महाराजा का दीवान बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है यहाँ पे। द महाराजा एंड द दीवान held deliberations, serious discussions, satire over this issue. क्या डिसाइड किया? As a result, a telegram was dispatched forthwith to a famous British company of jewelers in Calcutta. देखो डैमेज कंट्रोल हो रहा है, टेलीग्राम गया सीधे कहाँ? फेमस ब्रिटिश कंपनी है, आप ये बहुत अच्छे से ध्यान रखना, ज्वेलरी की, कलकत्ता में। क्या बोला? सेंड सैंपल्स ऑफ एक्सपेंसिव डायमंड रिंग्स ऑफ डिफरेंट डिजाइन। सैंपल भेजिए, डायमंड गोल्डन रिंग्स भेजिए। आप समझ गए हैं, महाराजा गिफ्ट देने वाला है। खैर, सम 50 सैंपल्स, 50 रिंग्स राइट। महाराजा सेंट द होल लॉट, किसको? ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर को? नो, ही डिड नॉट सेंड द होल लॉट टू द ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर। फिर आई होप यू रिमेंबर द ओल्ड सेइंग, इफ यू वांट टू प्लीज अ मैन, प्लीज हिज वाइफ। द मैन विल हैव टू बी प्लीज्ड, he would not have any other options. Very interesting. So he sent the whole lot to the wife of the British officer. British officer is good lady. The king and the minister expected the Duraisani officer of the, wife of the British officer, Duraisani. He sent the whole lot to the officer's good lady, the Duraisani. क्या expected that Duraisani, we are sending you some 50 samples, and you please select 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or something like that, and return the rest of the samples back. Okay, sample gone. Within no time at all, the Duraisani sent her reply आ गया, thank you very much for your gifts. क्या हुआ? The Duraisani, the wife of the British officer, kept all 50, सारे 50 rings रख लिए उसने, थैंक यू का मैसेज दे दिया। फिर इन 2 days अ बिल ऑफ 3 लाख रुपीज, उस समय 3 लाख थे, आज के समय से करोड़ों होंगे, 3 लाख रुपीज केम फ्रॉम द ब्रिटिश ज्वेलर्स। महाराजा वॉज हैप्पी, महाराजा पेड। गिफ्ट भी ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर को और बिल भी किसको पेमेंट किया गया? ब्रिटिश कंपनी को। दोनों हाथ में लड्डू थे अंग्रेजों के इस टाइम पे। महाराजा वॉज हैप्पी, ही हैज नो रिग्रेट्स दैट ही हैड लॉस्ट रुपीज 3 लाख फ्रॉम द स्टेट ट्रेजरी। Happy, why? Though he had lost 3 lakh of rupees, but why is he happy? He had managed to retain his kingdom. अपना किंगडम बचा लिया उसने, इस बात से खुश था। Very interesting. So this is a beautiful example how recklessly, foolishly the kings used to waste the public money. केवल अपना किंगडम बचाने के उसने 3 लाख रुपीस बर्बाद कर दी। Same things are going on. Remember this satire. Similar things, exactly the same things going on today also. Our leaders, they are also making a reckless, useless and foolish wastage of the public money that we are giving them to for the development. They are distributing arms. They are distributing freebies. ठीक है? ये फ्री, वो फ्री, राशन फ्री, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल माफ, ठीक है, साइकिल फ्री, लैपटॉप फ्री। किस लिए? केवल अपने वोट बैंक को इंटैक्ट रखने के लिए फ्री में बांट रहे हैं। किसका पैसा है? हमारा। इट इज आवर मनी, टैक्स कलेक्टर्स हार्ड अर्नड मनी, एंड इट इज बीइंग वेस्टेड बाय आवर लीडर्स और पब्लिक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स। सो दिस इज अ very very important satire on them also. With that we come to the end of part number 3, and part number 4 we will continue discussing in video number 3. Thank you. Have a nice day.